We've got kind of a treat for you guys today. We were able to go and walk through a new build. It's not completely finished yet, but pretty awesome as far as being able to show you what a property is going to look like if you're interested in a new build. And really give a spotlight to Shiloh. I don't actually know if they pronounce it Silo or Shiloh because I've heard both. It's spelled Shiloh, but either way, really cool spotlight on what they're doing. They're doing some amazing things out in Crystal Beach. So we're really excited to share this with you and show you, kind of from the ground up what you can expect out in this area from this builder. I'm AJ and this is
Andrew.
And we're with the Emerald Group right here on the Emerald Coast. And we are doing multiple videos for you guys every week now, everywhere from Pensacola to Panama City Beach and everywhere in between. So if you have any questions about the area, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you get notified every time we do another video so that you will be the most informed person there is on how to purchase in our area.
And keep in mind, we are a real estate company first, and we are real people. All of our contact information is on the screen, so that 0807 number that you see is a direct line to us. We can definitely get you started if you are looking to purchase or, of course, sell in this area, but most of you guys are looking to move here. So call, text, email, send a carrier pigeon, send us snail mail, however you want to get a hold of us, because we would absolutely love to help with your new Crystal Beach or anywhere from Pensacola to Panama City Beach house when you are ready to move.
So let's get in the car and go show them what it's all about.
All right. So this right here is Crystal Beach. I'm going to show you kind of a panorama, show you where the beach is at. And then AJ is going to take us on a tour of the inside. So that'll be pretty good. And let me flip this around. So this right here is actually the beach. You can kind of see it where that car is or where that building is right there. That's how close you are to the beach on this side. And then, of course, this side over here is where you get to Highway 98.
All right, cool. We are over on Dolphin Street in Crystal Beach. This is a beautiful, beautiful part of Destin. We were just introducing you guys to. You're going to see some driving tour stuff, but I really wanted to introduce Steve McCready from Shiloh. He is a superintendent for this great builder, and he's going to talk to us about what they build in this area and what you can expect from their kind of style, class, attention to detail, things of that nature. So right if you want to talk to us a little bit about what you guys
we're
do.
all through Okaloosa and Walton County. We build a lot of these investment homes, but we build custom homes as well. We have a very select type of customer that searches out these coastal beach houses. A lot of the railing system, a lot of the stuff I was thinking about yesterday, we've personally developed ourselves. A lot of the styling. Yeah, now the railing systems, other builders in the area, they'll follow the lead that we've kind of set. So we are pioneers with this style right here on the Emerald Coast.
That's awesome. And you guys, you said you do custom builds as well, but your main thing is kind of investment properties. So short-term investments, long-term, like what type of rentals are we talking about?
Right, we're talking about the Airbnbs. We'll talk about 4 or 5 families will come for the weekend and stay. They'll rent it for the whole week. All these houses have pools, many bedrooms, multiple kitchens, access to everything right here in Crystal Beach, and then you just walk straight to the beach. So a lot of people have a golf cart. They'll drive up there, come back, clean off, walk straight to the pool in the back, dump all their beach gear, and there's food and grill in the back usually going. This is the type of houses we like going for these type of events.
Are there any type of like signature things that you guys do, maybe specific appliances or specific fixtures, anything that is kind of like very specific to Shiloh and what you do in your properties?
Yes, a lot of our systems in our water system, we use a lot of high-end parts in our utility systems, like the Insta Heats, the Renais. We use all the high end in the right areas where it's going to matter the most. You can imagine everybody running into the bathroom at the same time when they get back. Jump out of the car, there's 100 kids running, So yeah, all of our systems are planned for that. They're all PEX. Everything's top of the line. And actually, we're kind of innovating another little technique we're going to try work on inside of our framing package to bring that to the next level too. So, but one thing, maybe we can see it on the rails, the railing system, we can. This kickback part, this is something that we developed specifically for here because all of ours have these porches, how it kicks back like that for kids trying to climb it. There was always most of these rails were built like that, you know, where people could lean on them, but there was always a safety issue. So yes, we did develop this. There was a couple other things. These spiral stairs, we've developed that, built it. See how they go up onto the roof deck? Yeah, so we'll have, that's something we've developed with our iron workers. A lot of these subs are just locked in with us. They only work for us, and we just deal with them, and we develop certain things like that, which is pretty amazing. And if you look at some of the other builders, they're starting to use the same subs. They want the same look. Everybody's really liking these clean, elegant, you know.
So
It's just hard showing off someone else, you know, Luis's work. You know, it's not bad. It's beautiful. This is our standard. Every one of us are going to meet our standard.
Yeah.
But I don't know the intricacies of this and that. So, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can answer any question.
That's cool. So you guys basically just keep that in the back of your mind, or maybe even like in the front of your mind. These properties are going to be used by multiple families
Correct.
as investments. So we're doing
Life
things.
safety.
Yeah.
Critical. Correct.
So safety, functionality, spend the money where it needs to be spent, keep it visually aesthetic, and save money where it doesn't necessarily need to be spent.
Correct. Yes. With the price of materials and everything nowadays, yes, the return on these type of properties is quite something.
That's awesome. So your investors are even able to make a quick profit if, say, they wanted to come
Some
out
of
here,
them-
purchase a lot, build, and then sell it right away.
Yes, some of them have done that. I mean, a pretty penny on that. And some are really hold on to these. These are big time, and they got their kids involved already, and it's going to be family type of stuff. So
Yeah, so creating generational wealth.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, why don't we step inside and go take a look at the actual interior. Guys, this property is under construction, as he said, so it's not going to be cleaned and detailed and looking super beautiful for you. This is under construction with some level of completion. It has not been cleaned, but this will give you just an idea of what to expect and kind of the middle phase of this type of build. So talk to me about this nickel gap shiplap design and how this came to be and what's the difference and just talk to us about it because you're going to know more than me.
Right, as you notice, the shiplap, the wood lapping, it's an old style that came back. It's very clean, very coastal. It's very signature to this. And actually, we per se lead this in this area, this type of style. We're running shiplap throughout the house. Usually we mix it a lot with sheetrock and shiplap, but this particular house, it's run full through all the way up the stairs. It is quite amazing. There is different types of shiplap. This particular kind is called the nickel gap. The other ones seem to be too busy. They just don't capture that, for the, we got 10-foot tall ceilings. That's just kind of our standard. This really works. It's taken many years to kind of develop this style, but it's really just come together now.
And so you mentioned, that 10-foot ceilings is kind of your standard. What other features that are specific to building, like sizes of the boards or the studs or anything like that? Is there anything that makes you guys stand out, like that quality that is just above?
That is right. Structurally, yes, we mainly use all 2x6. It's all Southern Yellow Pine. That's standard building code. But we do go a step above with our subfloor systems and the Advantech, and we do use a zip ply waterproofing system for the sheathing with the zip tape. So yes, we have stepped it up above building code for sure. There's a lot of weather, a lot of storms, especially this close to the coast. So we spend a lot of effort not only making it beautiful inside, but outside. That can withstand everything that goes on with these type of winds.
Right. And what about the flooring? What type of flooring do you guys tend to use?
This is an LVP. I was hoping to see one of the boxes, but it's that the non-biodegradable, and it has that antimicrobial in
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so if it did get any water, it wouldn't be a problem. You wouldn't necessarily have to rip up the floor if there wasn't a lot of water. But yeah, the locking system, if I could find one of the boxes, but there is a particular brand. We personally do like to use Emerald Coast Flooring in Fort Walton Beach.
Okay.
But Dow Tile, Shoreline, we use them as well. So they're all kind of connected with the same suppliers. So.
And you were talking to me also about like these railings and the processes that they have to go through. Can you talk to our viewers about that?
Yeah, so just something I noted with this railing. These are custom made rails. A lot of time with the powder coat system, you know, that's a factory type of finish. You know, it has to be electrified, and then the paint is negatively charged, and that's how it seals to it. So even with this situation, we're changing out the trim. You know, we'll take it back off, bring it back, re-weld it, re-powder coat it. I mean, I'm just impressed myself with our work. I've worked for a lot of other builders, but we take it to that level. A lot of our specialty subs really only kind of work for us, and we've developed these type of systems that we can turn around and make these custom-made individual look like they came out of the factory with these forever type of finishes. So
I like the way you said that, forever type of finish, which is really important when you're talking about investment properties that are notorious for having a ton of foot traffic, a ton of like taking a beating of people bringing in their luggage.
That's right. Our bullnose, yes, our treads.
That's
we spend a lot of effort on our treads just for that, for all the foot traffic. Yes, all of our products, one way or another, have been tested through the rental market, through the Airbnb is real popular. So a lot of these, you know, these are constantly rented out.
Right. What about like countertops? Do you guys do anything that's particular to you, or what is your standard for, you know, countertops both in kitchens, bathrooms?
We like to use kitchen and bath, but we have other suppliers and stuff. It's really the taste. Like you can see these black bottoms and the white tops, and then the island with the wine bar, and I forget what this was. The soap sink. What is it called? One of those old fashioned.
Oh, the farm style.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I personally don't have it. Yeah, besides that backsplash right there in that hood, it's beautiful.
And what about appliances? Is that something that you leave up to the clients, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's something we do in the pre-con meeting up front after contract in, after all plans and everything, and right as we're about to dig in the dirt, we'll meet one more time. A lot of times there'll be little things the owners thought about, or the customer thought about. Oh, what about this or that? That's where we take care of that. That's where we can change things. And even in the field, we all come back out. The cabinet guys, a lot of times on my jobs, I like to move the spacing a little bit wider around the toilet with the vanities and stuff. So there's room to play with that. We take all these little features into account for little kids running around, and then a lot of family members. There's going to be a lot of people everywhere. So everything has to be able to handle all that type of, and still look amazing.
Right, exactly.
For the next families that come in.
Right, so it's got to be, you know, wear and tear resistant.
Stainless steel, you know, we get
easy to clean
and wipe. Won't damage, won't nick. Great warranties on all these products.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
I was noticing the bathroom actually whenever we came in. If we can go look at that, the shower looks just awesome.
I like that. That looks clean. I haven't seen this. I've walked this house many times, but I didn't really see that. Good use of space under the stairs. A lot of times we have a lot of owner closets. That's something standard. Sometimes we'll have 2 owner closets. We try to use every bit of space, every bit of footprint. We push our buildings to the max with the easements. We just maximize every bit of, so this is another good use. It's aesthetically pleasing, it's practical.
Yeah.
The maintenance is almost nothing. Times with these built-in bunk vents, we have the protective type of fans.
Smart.
But yeah, a lot of ours have these built. These will be all trimmed out Maybe there's some that are trimmed out and done. They look amazing with little rail systems and they're like miniature versions of the house a little bit, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. But that again, for these investment type of properties, this is another feature I forgot. But so a lot of times the floor plans, these are planned out. These bunk beds are electrical, and a lot of times you'll see electrical up here. We got extra plugs for little TVs and plug-ins. Yes, all of our bunk beds. So a lot of times you'll see in some of these bedrooms that are open. Why is there electrical? Yeah, they're gonna get series of bunk beds everywhere. And then with the safety fans. Yep.
Got another gorgeous shower over here. Look at that. This thing is huge. So is shiplap gonna go over these walls too, or this will
And that's finished. So the first floor on this one.
All right, they're hurricane rated.
Yes, the windows, all of our windows are hurricane rated, impact rated, DP rating of 70, and usually by code we only require 55. Usually a DP of 55. The impact type of it can withstand. All of ours just standard 70 across the board. Same with all of our doors, our French doors, any of these. Those are the areas where you spend extra, you know.
Yeah.
But they last forever. These vinyl double hung windows are amazing. And our casement windows are amazing. Like I was saying, these railing systems. This is custom developed by us figuring out what works, looks good, and can actually stop these kids from climbing over.
And I noticed it's even, circular up here. It's not like they can grab, a squared off ledge and have a great grip. It's like they're gonna slip, you know.
We've been working on different styles of that, so and they meet the code, you know.
Less than 4 inches.
Yeah, and they look great.
And they look great, and they're powder coated finish, like from the factory, and they're custom made to
each house. Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, let's go up on the top.
Oh yeah. That view from up there is real nice.
Yeah.
We'll go up on the top.
Here's our second kitchen.
That's like a whole other.
Yes.
Yeah. But the owner's closets that you talked about.
Yes.
For supplies, cleaning supplies, when people come out, the cleaners can show up. They got the code.
They have their linens and all their things in there. Yeah. Or if the owner wants to keep something there for when they stay here.
Yeah, they can take it out, put it back.
Yes. And like on this one, we did a ping pong table made out of glass.
Ooh,
And, so that was
That's
custom
awesome.
build.
That was custom made, huh?
Yeah. That was a very heavy plans to get up here. It looks really, really cool.
Yes, that does.
Yeah, that was a very nice one.
So who decided to go with that? Is that like a designer thing, or is that like a gift for your client, something that they wanted?
No, it was just an idea that we had because everybody puts in a pool table and kind of work with the owner. Like the other two houses have pool tables in them, and so something that's different that you don't see everywhere. I'm like, oh, what if we do a ping pong table? What if we made that out of glass? What if we had a custom frame built? So just kind of bouncing ideas, and that's how we landed on this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. When you design it, you're like, oh, that's gonna look really cool. But then when they deliver it and install it and put it together, wow, that was a great idea. That was really, really good.
So do you guys have like a designer in-house that helps you guys to work with your clients, or did they bring their own? Or?
It's a lot of our boss and owner, Sean.
Yeah.
He
He comes up with a lot of those ideas.
Yeah.
He's seen it all.
He's been building this style for many
For a long
years.
time. Yeah.
So.
Yes, he does.
And do you guys, I'm just curious because, so this isn't furnishing, this isn't part of the actual build. So how involved are you guys with the actual furnishing process of, getting these ready to be rented out?
Not really. That's there are certain things that they will ask for, like bunk beds or built-in, like down in the kitchen we did a built-in kind of like not a stool but like a stool for the table. So it was just a custom built-in bench, like an L-shaped bench, and so we did that. That way, he instead of chairs, something different that he wanted. So things like that we do. But as far as picking what goes in each room. We don't do any of that. That's all the owners and their.
Okay.
Yeah, each of their customers is different. They might have a team, they might have some people they want to work with. I've had companies show up that's all they do is furniture. They're measuring the rooms so they figure out all the furniture. The blind companies will come through and start planning their window coverings. Who else was here? Oh yeah, the AV and the TVs. A lot of times I'll see Best Buy. A lot of these owners will just contact Best Buy and already work out a deal. They'll come in with the big screens, hook them up. We have all the electrical ready. As you can see, everything's geared to TV. I mean, it's pretty, it's very, You almost didn't see it with the wallpaper a little bit.
I was
very,
the wallpaper.
All of our houses are very, you change them around a lot. They're very, different, yeah. But also scalable. You can build into it. A lot of our security or AV stuff will have extra wires in there, just in case in the future. A lot of our other stuff, some of our customers don't want gas ranges, but we'll run gas lines, hook it to the meter, have everything ready for a future owner. They can pull out that electric and put in the gas.
That's awesome.
So all of our, so we have that. So the redundancy, so they can change their systems because it's everywhere. So
that's huge. I don't know how many times
it
I've
is.
had a client that
Could you imagine
said,
trying to run these lines after the fact? So
and having to price that out and add that added expense for things up
All
just
that
to add a
stuff,
gas line, and instead of just buying the new appliances.
put both in, so either way.
Yeah.
they can really quick. Did you walk through the other part of the house? There's another owner's closet.
There's 4 total.
And 3 on the 3rd floor?
Yeah, and then 1 on the 1st. Yeah. So one's for linen, one's for cleaning, and one's for the owner's personal things.
Yeah, so these are customers, investors that have dialed it in. They've been doing this for a minute. And they're like, the next one we build with these guys with Shiloh, we're gonna have another closet. We're gonna, and so that's how you see all these things going on. It doesn't seem normal, but for this type of
Yeah, they're just implementing their best practices.
Yeah, exactly. Like even things like the shiplap on the staircases. These owners have had lots of investment homes, and they know the staircases always get dinged up the most, and so they just put shiplap because it lasts a lot longer.
And if you notice, look at this. What do you think that is right there? That little circle sitting off.
Is that a fire suppression?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we got the new fire suppression heads. You almost don't even know that, but it's a full commercial grade fire system.
That's awesome.
In case something broke out.
So again, with the high-end safety.
Yes, very much.
And what about AC units? Do you typically do one, a couple for these?
This one has 3.
Usually,
one for each
AC
floor.
centers for one for each floor.
That makes sense.
Is your stairs right
there? They're right here.
Let's go up to the deck and get a real. It's construction.
Well, you can
But
take
that view, the view. 65 tarpaulin. Wow, that one is super.
I'm afraid of heights.
So we built these 3. This one's a little bit different. This is smaller. But like you see these other 2, we have a full kitchen up there. There's a grill up there. There's a sink, so hang out. A fireplace, so hang out. Yeah. So we have lights in all these. So at night, turn on all the lights, and they're very low, like them. So it's just enough so you can see.
Are these solar powered or are these electric?
No, electrical. Yeah. So,
And a lot of times the control systems, we'll run them inside into another kind of owner's space where they can control the lights, different features, because a lot of times people will open up, leave lights on, just leave the windows wide open. So a lot of our features are built to go around that, but they're still functional. At any point, the owner can come home, turn on a couple switches, and they have full control of all the features.
Do you guys do any work with creating the houses to be smart houses and being fully wired for like Wi-Fi, Alexa, things of that nature?
As far as like Wi-Fi and things, we do, but it's not really, we don't really dig into that unless the owner specifically wants them. But these are more investment homes, so that it's not their personal home that they're going to live in daily. And the average renter doesn't care about having Alexa there or not. So these not so much, but we have had customers who we're building their own personal home where they're going to live, and we do all those things.
Yeah, the big one down there has its own comm room.
Oh, wow.
Communication, yeah, the whole thing. It's gonna have server racks, the whole thing. Yeah, the big one down there.
Yeah. So I'm noticing your roofs are all metal roofs. So is that pretty standard on y'all's builds?
Yes, the Galvalume, the real flashy metal. Yes, this is a 5-rib VMAX Galvalume. I believe it has a 25-year warranty on it, and it just makes that amazing the tin roof sound when it rains, and it has that look. And yes, we built it into all these little. We got all these little roof sections everywhere. It adds another element of that coastal, that vibe to it. But we also do standing seam. We can do any of these types of specialty roofs. But this is kind of our standard that goes with it's our part of our look.
And it looks great.
Yes, it does. What do you think about the view with the water?
Another thing that looks great.
Nice little ad. A little glistening just to walk up here and you see the water.
I'm noticing like the fish.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if I was just standing here, if I hadn't noticed the seam,
You wouldn't tell?
I
You
wouldn't have known.
Yes,
I
it has
had
a
no
very
idea.
slight, of course, for the water. So
Yeah.
it's just ever so slight.
And it's cool that it's this way too. So you've got the solid finish over there, and the water runs off over here
Yes.
straight out instead of soaking into any wood.
Yep. Yeah, there's so much water in Florida. We spent a lot of time figuring out how to put the pieces together.
Hopefully that was very informative for you guys. This is just one of the builders out at Crystal Beach. There are others, but of course Shiloh, or Silo, as you mentioned, as you can tell, builds an absolutely stunning home with some pretty unique things that you don't generally find anywhere else. So if that was helpful, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below what your favorite part was about their builds. And I guess we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.